so this is a 2000 Ford E150. E350, and I want to share a couple stuff from this one. So I'm gonna replace the accumulator, which is right here, and I'm gonna replace the AC compressor, and I'm gonna flush the lines and everything. But I want to share, this filter, which it calls orifice 2 from this one. So the only thing that you gotta do is gonna be see this right here, you coolant reservoir neck right here, where you fill it up for the radiator. I mean, not for the radiator, but for the wipers. You know, this is where your fluid goes. And then if you see right here, let me get the light. If you follow this light right here, is this one right here. And this one, it was kind of tight, but what I recommend is after loose this nut right here from this part right here, the line it won't go back. So what I did is I pushed this nut back first, I kicked back, and then I had a chance release, pop the whole thing back. So this is where you let me see, this is where you orifice stuff at, right here. Let me pull it out. And see how this one looks all dirty. And I already pull up a couple stuff, metal debris out of there, like you see right there. I already pull it on this side. So I have to remove this line now from here, get it out and flush it too, because it got some stuff in there. So one thing that you have to know is this dirty orifice stuff, it should make your AC work. I mean, your AC should works, but it only when it works for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then the compressor is gonna start turning on and off because it's getting hot, So if you hear your compressor like kick on and off, so after 15 minutes or something like that, so you better check this orifice stuff, because this is the ones that hold the pressure in there, and the compressor, it gets hot. But at this time, the compressor is not doing it right. Even, not because this, and because the compressor is not working right. So we're going to do the whole thing. But I just want to share this right here on this E150, E350 2000. And the other thing that I want to share is going to be the compressor. I already got it out. Let me get it on here. This is the compressor. So the way to get it out, it was like I may have to get the light. Yeah, let me get the light. Okay, so the way that I got this out, it's see right there. You can see right there. I removed the with the 1/2-inch ratchet. I got the God, this light is acting. I got the 1/2-inch right there. I just bring it down and release the belt from the compressor, and there is only 3 bolts. Okay, so it's gonna be one right here, the other one right here on top. That you have access just with this one right here. With the 10 millimeters, you can get it out of from here. The other one is gonna be from this hole right there. You got access, go through in there. But the thing is, because this line is tied to the block, so you have no room to work on it. So what I did is I loose all the bolts, and I bring the compressor all the way out, far as I can over here. Bring it down, and then I slide my hand in there, and then I use let me see which one I use. Well, it's on top, but I use small ratchet with a small 10 right here, and I just slide it back on top of the line, like right here. I just slide right on top, and then get it out of the way, the bolt, and then that way you have access. You got enough room to drop the whole compressor and bring it out. It's not that hard, but you just have to take your time and have the tools that I show you to get it out. If you're gonna do the compressor, I recommend do the accumulator, which I show you already. All right, guys, on the accumulator, you have to lose this one. I'm using the 7/8, I believe. Yeah, on this side 7/8, and on this side I using the crescent wrench on this side right there, right here. I using crescent wrench, same thing right here, crescent wrench on this ones, and a pipe wrench on this one, and a crescent wrench on this one right here. So got to lose those, and you have to remove the 8mm bolts, which is down there. You see that one right there? There is 3. There is another 2 right here. There's another one right here, another one down there. Now it's enough. Now we got enough room to get this out. Well, we don't have enough room anyways, but we have to start moving all the wire harness out of the way so we can get this out. You know, you just have to do kind of, hold on, let me see if I can get this because this deer's in the way. So see right there, we just have to find a way to get it out, just like that. Look. Okay, let me see if I can do it with one hand, like that. You just have to play with this thing a little bit and it will come off. Just because the wire harness right there, you don't let it. Just play a little bit on this one. Let me see if I can get this one out. On the starter, you just go clip in and then you should get it out. Okay, see? And that's how you get these things out. Okay. And that's how you get it out. All right.